Today, I'll be showing you guys the new console performance mode settings Fortnite just added for Xbox and PlayStation, which helped me reach Unreal this season, as well as the best updated settings you should be using now for the new aim assist. There's a bunch of new settings to unpack in this video, so make sure you stick around until the end. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500k before the year ends, and use code Gloomzy in the Fortnite item shop. It's the best way to support me. Now let's jump right into the video. So normally on console, when any builds break, there will be debris all over the screen that makes it almost impossible to see your enemies, and this puts you at a huge disadvantage when you're playing against any PC player. But with the performance mode settings turned on for your console, it makes all the debris disappear, allowing you to actually see your enemies instantly, and this works in ranked and tournaments. So here's how to turn on performance mode for your Xbox and PlayStation. So for PlayStation 5 players, all you need is 2 controllers and 2 accounts. Once you're in the lobby like this on your main account and main controller, turn on your second controller and sign into your second account, and there you go, performance mode should be turned on. Now for my Xbox players, all you need is 1 controller this time, but you still need 2 accounts. Sign into both of your accounts, and once you load Fortnite up, it'll ask you which account is playing on this controller, and this is when you want to press your main account. And just like that, performance mode should be turned on. And if you want to check, you can load into my map right here, codes on the screen, or you can search up Gloomzy and check if it does work and see if the builds do disappear. The rest of my updated settings will be at the end of the video. Here are some gameplay and reload and ranked of me using the performance mode. Ordered. Dead. Yo, he's lost. Dead. I killed them both. Go. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Full piece? 200. Wait, this kid's so bad. 100? Dead? Where do you think you're going? $100? Oh my gosh, I'm crazy. Peace. 200. Yo, this guy's 0. 100. Dead. Let's go. couldn't build there. Wait, I'm cheating. Oh my gosh. This AI is so annoying. Nice. Like, bro. Finally. You're panicking. $200. Full box. 200. So jumping right into the settings, we're starting on the graphics page. We're going to move left to right in the settings tab. But for the graphics, for the first thing, I have 120 FPS mode turned on. And if you need a good low delay monitor for Xbox, PlayStation, and even PC, I have mine linked down below. You can buy. It's 144 Hz, which means I can turn on 120 FPS for all consoles. Now for the brightness, if you're on console, put this at 150%. If you're on PC, put this at 100%. For user interface contrast, this is how dark the menu is, so this really doesn't matter. For colorblind mode, this is super important. You can either have it on off or tritanope to make it a little bit brighter. I prefer having this off and colorblind strength at 10. This combination of graphics with the performance mode helps you see really clearly. For motion blur, make sure you have this turned off unless you get motion sickness. For user interface parallax, this is like the item shop effect, so this really doesn't matter. You can turn this off for less delay. For advanced graphics, I have show FPS turned on. Moving on to the next tab for the audio, the main volume you want to focus on is the main and sound effects volume. These are the footsteps and gunshots you need to be able to hear when you play Battle Royale or competitive. Everything else really doesn't matter, except for down here there's visualized sound effects. Make sure this is turned on. These are visual cues you can see on your screen when there's any audio, so you never miss out on them. Moving on to the next tab for the game settings, if you scroll all the way down here, a secret tip to lower input delay if you're on console and PC, make sure to have all the replays turned off. Having your console or PC save every single game you play adds a lot of delay, so make sure these are all turned off. And make sure you have low input latency mode turned on. Now up here for the building settings, make sure you have reset building choice on, disable pre-edit option on, and turbo building on if you want less delay when you build. Having these settings turned on allows you to build really quickly with less delay. Now right here for auto confirm edits, I play on edit on release and reset on release, so this is set at both. And what this means is that my edit and reset are both activated by releasing the trigger. Now what this means is when I go for an edit, after I select all the tiles, instead of pressing an extra button which takes longer and you could possibly mess that up, all I need to do is release the select button and it auto confirms the edits. And the same thing applies for the reset. Instead of pressing the reset and then the confirm bind, all I need to do is press the reset bind and let it go, and it automatically resets it. So this makes for really fast edits and resets on controller, almost like a keyboard level. Now for the movement, I have toggle sprint on, auto open doors on, mantle on hold, and hurdle on press. And for the preferred item slots, I have these turned on, and I have my shotgun in the first slot, SMGs in the second slot. These two are unassigned, and then AR in the final slot. And the reason for this is after I shoot my shotgun, I can easily switch to the SMG using the right bumper or switch to the AR using the left bumper. Moving on to the next tab for the game UI, the reticle settings, I have reticle on, reticle ammo indicator off, damage numbers on list. This is preference, you can have it on cumulative or list. So as you can see for list, it lists all the numbers individually. And then for cumulative, it adds all the numbers for you like this. And then for reticle damage feedback, if you want that OG number aesthetic, make sure this is on hit only. For damage number scale, mine's at 125%. For my HUD scale, mine's at 60% with these options turned on. Now another secret tip to lower input delay is for the gyro options. If you don't use these, make sure these are all turned off for less input delay. And the same thing applies for the keyboard and mouse settings and binds. If you don't use them, make sure these are all turned off. Having your game save all these extra settings you don't use adds a little bit more delay. Now moving on to the actual controller settings tab, for the first page we have controller auto run on. It makes your life so much easier having this on. For the first page we have controller auto run on. This makes your life so much easier as a controller player. For build immediately, builder pro, make sure this is turned on if you want less delay when you're building. And for edit hold time, this is the time it takes for the game to register when you press the edit bind. So if you want less delay when you're editing, make sure this is at 0.1 second. Now for slide hold time, this is preference, but mine is at 0.04 seconds. Now for the camera options, I don't touch any of these. And for vibration, make sure you have this turned off. Now for the quick weapon, I would not recommend using this. Just use the preferred item slots I showed you guys earlier on the third tab. Now down here for the updated sensitivity, for my look and aim, I'm using 5 for both. For my build sensitivity multiplier, this is going to be at 2.2. For my edit mode sensitivity multiplier, 2.3. I have advanced options turned on, and it will activate a bunch of settings, which I'll explain all of them. For the first advanced settings, we have look sensitivity here. For the look horizontal and vertical speed, these are both going to be at 45%. I don't use any boost because I think it makes you a lot more inconsistent if you're not good with it. So I have no turning horizontal boost, no turning vertical boost, no boost ramp time, and also no instant boost when building. My ADS look sensitivity for horizontal and vertical used to be at 10%. Now they're both at 13%. And just like the advanced look sensitivity, I don't play with any boost turned on, so no ADS boost as well. So no ADS turning horizontal boost, no ADS turning vertical boost, and also no ADS turning boost ramp time. Now for look dampening time, if you want more responsiveness and less delay for your right stick, make sure this is at 0 seconds. Now for look input curve, I still use linear, but I will try using exponential in a future video to see how it works with the new aim assist. Aim assist strength at 100% of course. And then down here for the dead zone, I still play a left stick dead zone of 10% and a right stick dead zone of 7%. And make sure you have adaptive triggers turned off down here for less delay, and also it's a really bad setting to have turned on. Now for the next and final page of the controller settings, the binds, I play on a regular PlayStation 5 controller with no paddles or extra buttons. I just use a low-rise Galaxy Control Freak on the right stick. That's going to be the end of the video, but if you made it here, make sure you comment down below 440k so I really know who made it to the end of the video. And make sure to help me out by hitting that like and subscribing if you guys haven't done that already. And use code Gloomzy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.